Okay, classmates. Next, we will explain the practical training for the DCS simulation operation of atmospheric and vacuum distillation. Open the self-containing differential pressure control valves PDC 1901, PDC 1902, and PDC 1903 to 50% opening respectively. Open the crude oil boundary valve. Open the front valve of crude oil pump P1001A. Start crude oil pump P1001A. Open the rear valve of crude oil pump P1001A. Open control valves FIC 1001 and FIC 1002 to 50% opening each. Introduce the crude oil into the heat exchange unit. After heat exchange through two streams, the crude oil merges into one stream. Open valve VID 1001. After mixing, the crude oil enters the first stage electric desalting vessel oil-water mixer. When the liquid level of the electric desalting vessel reaches 100%, it overflows to the next stage. When the third stage electric desalting vessel reaches 100%, open valves VOD 1001, HIC 1001, and HIC 1002 respectively. The crude oil enters the flash tower T1001 after heat exchange through two streams. When the liquid level of the flash tower exceeds 30%, open the front valve of the flash bottom oil pump P1002. Start the flash bottom oil pump P1002. Open the rear valve of the flash bottom oil pump P1002. Open HIC 1101 and HIC 1102. The flash bottom oil is divided into two streams for heat exchange, then splits into four streams and enters the atmospheric furnace F1001. Open the front valves of FIC 1102A to D respectively, with FIC 1102A to D openings set to 50%. Open the rear valves of FIC 1102A to D. The crude oil passes through the convection chamber and radiation chamber of the atmospheric furnace F1001, and the four outlet streams merge into one stream entering the atmospheric tower T1002. Observe the value of the atmospheric tower bottom liquid level LIC 1102 and control the level to around 50%. Vacuum oil charging process and steps. F1201 circulation line vacuum oil charging steps. When the bottom liquid level LIC 1102 of the atmospheric tower T1002 exceeds 30%, start the atmospheric tower bottom pump P1012A. Open the front valves of FIC 1509, FIC 1510, FIC 1501, FIC 1502, FIC 1503, and FIC 1504 respectively. Open control valves FIC 1509, FIC 1510, FIC 1501, FIC 1502, and FIC 1503 to 50% opening. Open the rear valves of FIC 1509, FIC 1510, FIC 1501, FIC 1502, and FIC 1503. The atmospheric residue is divided into four streams and enters the convection chamber and radiation chamber of the vacuum furnace F1201. After passing through the vacuum furnace F1201, the streams merge into one feed stream and enter the vacuum tower T1210. When the bottom liquid level LIC 1605 of the vacuum tower T1210 exceeds 30%, open the front valve of the vacuum tower bottom pump P1205. Start the vacuum tower bottom pump P1205. Open the rear valve of the vacuum tower bottom pump P1205. Open the vacuum tower bottom level control valve LIC1605. Gradually increase the opening and control the bottom level to around 50%. After running for a period, control the levels of the flash tower, atmospheric tower, and vacuum tower to around 50%. Once stable, close the control valve LIC1605. Go to the vacuum system diagram field view, open the startup circulation line valve VXRE. Close the crude oil pump P1001. Establish a closed loop circulation. After establishing the closed loop circulation, ignite and heat the atmospheric and vacuum furnaces to perform closed loop circulation heating and dehydration. When the temperature of the first stage electric desalting vessel exceeds 130 degrees Celsius, open the electric desalting vessel bypass valve and close the first stage electric desalting vessel inlet valve. Energize the first, second, and third stage electric desalting vessels. Simultaneously, pay attention to draining water from the electric desalting vessels. Okay, classmates, this practical training session ends here. Hope everyone practices more after class to reinforce your understanding. Goodbye.